Hi everybody. This is my intro and my grow exercise. I didn't see where it said we couldn't videotape. They just wants a picture. I'll take a screenshot of something in the video, and here's the video on my intro. My name's Carrie. I live in Venice Beach, California, and I've been a physical therapist assistant for a really long time. I really should have left it 10 to 20 years ago, as I learned this summer, that by staying in something that really didn't challenge me, it inhibited my personal and professional growth. I was really good at it. I had a friend of mine that used to call me the patient whisperer, and that's great. I could get people to do things so easily and make it easy for them to do it. There were just little tricks and leverages and things like that. And I had their trust when I walked into their room or into their house. But I found this last summer, I was interviewing for a job, and I was out on a training session, and the girl who was training me, we had this conversation about work and personal and professional growth, and it turns out she had been asking for a promotion in this job for a long time, and they finally gave it to her, and they should have. She was really good at training and very patient, very calm. She was really good. But it made me think about, you get promoted based on the whims of someone else deeming you to be worthy of a promotion and of a raise. I did home physical therapy. I was a PT assistant, so I had gone as high as I could. There was really no place else for me to go. And then thinking about that conversation made me take a deeper look at network marketing, because it isn't based on the whims of someone else deeming me to be worthy of rank advancement or of increasing wealth or income. It's based on me and my wants and desires and my work ethic. And so it really made me take that deeper look at that. And so I'm really grateful for this course, because I've been watching Jessie Lee for a while. I'm also an actor, writer, producer, and film festival founder for actors who are self-produced, and they also have to have a major role in their project. And that's something that isn't out there. Mine was the only one. And I do have a desire to bring that back and allow that to grow. And many years ago, I studied with a coach who got us to think outside of the box. My mom was the first one who got me started with that. She had a piece of driftwood up in the house, and she said, "Look at that and tell me what you see." I said, "I see a piece of driftwood." She goes, "No, that's a whale." And she pointed out where the whale was, and so I can never see that the same way anymore. So when I was in Chris's class, she had us thinking outside of the box and creating our own projects, writing our own pieces and doing them in class. And this was a long time ago. I had another coach years ago who kicked me in the ass to write a project, and she got me started on it, and then I took off with it, and that's how the film festival came about. One of the problems that I've had with network marketing is that what I'm hearing a lot of is sit down, shut up, and do what I'm doing. And Jessie Lee, that's not what I'm hearing. I'm hearing think outside of the box, dig deeper within yourself. I'm going to show you, so I'm going to be your guide, but there's other things that you can do. She reminds me of that coach that I had who said, think outside of the box, go do something bigger. Still have to be coachable, but I was also looking for somebody who is coachable from everything around them. My patients over the course of those years made me a better practitioner because I listened to them. And it made me fine-tune different things in communicating and my whole practice. So with Jessie Lee and that think outside of the box, but also acknowledge your accomplishments. I've never done that in the network marketing group. In fact, I hadn't really done that on Facebook or Instagram, but now I've changed my bio to kind of reflect that as much as I could in the space that I had. So I'm really excited to kind of pick up where I left off in that acting class. I went in, we were given permission to go into the theater anytime we wanted and hang out. And so I did. I went in, I hung out in the theater. I went in the back, I laid on the stage, I went up in the booth, and I played around with the lighting and the sound, and my work changed because of that. Because of becoming one with that and taking that permission and running with it. So if anything, for me, this is about taking the ride. I found somebody that's opened that back up in me and said, think outside the box. As in acting, it sounds as almost the same as the first rule of acting is there are no rules. And it's almost like the same in network marketing. You got to be clean. Don't be creepy with it. Don't be the used car salesman. But I think so many people are over that it has forced network marketing industry to change. And I think it will change the types of people that come into the industry as well. At least that's my hope. As far as the grow exercise, my goals, I've learned from painting my house over the last 10 years inside. Every year I get bored and so I'd repaint it. I'd have this image in my head of what I wanted to do. I'd put a stroke of paint on the wall and everything changed, and I just allowed that energy to pull me and transfer that house and transform that house into something else each time that I could not even conceive of. Same thing with my film, same thing with the festival, same thing with the pieces I've written. So I feel as though I've taken the first stroke of the paintbrush and I'm just going to take the ride. It's going to be uncomfortable, it's going to be messy. Anytime you redo something, it's a mess. There's crap everywhere, there's chaos. Fine, great, so be it. So I don't have a set goal of I'm going to make so much per month. I'm going to be open to receiving the return on my investment of myself. And I've already started setting up some other things for myself within it so that it works in my brain. The reason for doing this is me. I've done the journey of the starving artist. I want to see what the journey of the not so starving artist is. What is wealthy going, and it's uncomfortable for me to even say that. What is wealthy going to be like for me? What's that going to feel like? What am I going to wear? How am I going to look different? What kind of a home am I going to be living in? Personally, I want to have a high-rise in the city. And much as I love the ocean, I love the night skyline as well. So I want to go and explore that part of myself. I've explored a number of things, and this is one area that I haven't explored and I want to. The obstacles are me, and making sure that I stay open to receive, keep that left side open, that's the receiving side, to keep that left side open to receiving as much of the good as I can possibly handle. God gives us as much as we can handle, but that also includes the good stuff, and I want to really try and be open to receiving as much good stuff as I can without becoming an asshole. That's the other side of it, but I doubt that I will. But hopefully if I do, a friend of mine will smack me upside my head and point me back in the right direction. The W part, the work, as with the film and as with painting the house and doing physical therapy, it's doing what's in front of me to do. That's how the film got done. When we were editing my film, it was my first film, and I was told, you need to go do a sketchbook because you haven't made a film before. A sketchbook is a 2-minute short film, and I thought about it for like, that long, and I said, no, this is what's in front of me to do, that's what I'm going to do. And so I did, and it was a half-an-hour film, and it was a military piece, and there was a lot of work involved in research, and a friend of mine who was editing it one day in the editing room said, this is really an ambitious piece. I didn't see it that way, I just did what was in front of me to do. And the same thing, like I said, with the house, and that's how I want to look at this. I'm just doing what's in front of me to do without thinking, oh my God, this is just too much, because I've been down that road. But now I feel like there's this freedom that go and explore. Think outside of the box. Put that out there. Show that to people. And that's it. So there's my intro and my grow exercise, and now I'm going to go back and finish my run. I'm out here in Venice. This is a marina, and I live way over there. So I'm going to go back and finish my run. And I look forward to seeing everybody else's stories. And seeing where this ride takes me. In fact, I'm in an actors group, and the facilitator he puts up a mantra thing for us every week, and I finally added one, and it's take the ride. So that's what I'm here to do, is take the ride. That's it. Thanks. Bye-bye.